Hello, this is Angie Watkins, your extreme encourager, coming to you for the five. Today is a bit different. Got a little schedule change a little bit, but I'm back to the 6:30 time frame. So for the month of June, I'm going to be talking about reshaping your attitude. So each one of these elements so far are elements of the Arya Cube type of thing. So Arya Cube, three things. Always talking about recognize your accomplishment, reshaping your attitude, and realizing you're amazing. So for the month of June, and it's the first one of the four, talking about reshaping your attitude. So overall, this one's going to be more generic. Hey, Ashley. So just to set the tone. So you've always heard, if you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. So the focus, in all honesty, is your attitude is going to actually shape what you want to actually get done. So, for example, I psyched myself out recently on a proctored test. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to pass, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and I didn't. I missed it by one answer. And I'm like, basically, you psyched yourself out. And now it's like you almost feel, well, I felt like, yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was right to be wrong. And I was like, it's like it promotes what you're saying, the self-fulfilling prophecy. So a lot of times it's not even thinking about the fact that, energy or what you say, you have not because you asked not, or you asked the wrong way, or whatever it is you believe, you set out the energy to bring back to you what you expected. So it's not so much that, but just your whole attitude about what you want to do about things. Because I know sometimes there are a lot of things that go in your head. I know I have a lot of mental acrobats that go on for me about even reshaping my attitude about what I want to do, how I'm going to think, how I'm going to approach it. But the more problems you actually think about, you kind of psych yourself out and you just don't do it. Now, like, for example, if you think about applying for a job and you decide like, well, no, they won't hire me, or maybe I'm not qualified, or I don't know this and I don't know that. And I'm like, and your whole attitude goes to a defeat standpoint as opposed to a different prospect. Same questions like, well, maybe they won't hire me, but maybe they will. Or I don't know if I'm qualified. Well, let me read up on it and let me see how I can see for myself, as opposed to psyching myself out. You don't even try. You want to at least make the effort, read about it and figure out, okay, is it factual based that maybe I don't have everything, or can you at least twist it around? Like, you know what? I'm not sure about this, but maybe I can use my experience with this other area that can actually meet that need. And also just think, you know what, there is a possibility that they will hire me. So instead of psyching yourself out all the time, you psych yourself up. And it's not that whole fake it till you make it. I'm still back about the facts. Because there's nothing factual that says something negative is going to happen. It's just your speculation about something negative is going to happen. You can change the whole thing and speculate something positive is going to happen. And if you're like, oh, I'm just doing pipe dream, that right there is the problem of the attitude in itself. There's nothing wrong with hoping for the best and planning for the worst, because you just basically have an alternative plan if it doesn't happen the way you want. It doesn't mean you don't try. Because the other part is, I'm like, oh, because this is what happened. I got hired for something years back. And I'm like, oh my God, what if I don't know this? And what if I don't know this? And what if I don't know that? I'm like a brain just exploded. But I managed just to figure out, calm myself. And I have a personal signature on just about, everything I have for work. It's the short version is like, it's not my job to know everything, but it is my job to share with others what I know and learn from those who want to share with me. Because nowhere in any job description does it say you have to know everything all the time at the drop of a hat. That's why we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we stretch ourselves. So the main thing is, if part of the reason that you're not trying something because your attitude is so on the negative side all the time, just stop, pump the brakes, just pause, and ask one simple question that's positive, as opposed to what if I don't do, what if they don't do, what if they do choose you after you try? What if they actually select you so you can actually have an interview and give it a shot? There's a different panic mode there because you're like, oh, what if I do? You just stop. Your attitude is going to shape what you do. If you're going to, oh, they're not going to pick me even after I did blah, 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 blah. They may not. Because think about it. Would you pick you with that attitude? And it's not to be bad or dogging on yourself again. It's just think about it. If you reshape your attitude and think about what you can do. And bottom line is, for every stage of anybody's life, there's always going to be a spot that you have to learn, because you didn't come into the world knowing everything. As a baby, you had to walk, you had to fall, you had to fail, you have to get back up and you try again. Same thing in everything else. So if the whole point of this about the I don't knows and what if it does happen, everything we've done is part of life. Because everything you have achieved mean that you failed somewhere along the way, but you learn how to do it better. I mean, nobody learns how to do makeup immediately, but they have to learn how. Or maybe, you pick a wrong color, or you pick the outfit that didn't work well in one interview. You know not to do it again. The whole point is to learn from mistakes, not to not try after mistakes. The real ultimate part about reshaping your attitude ultimately is never give up. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on your dream. And think about the other question that you could be asking yourself. What if it works? What if I make it? What if I get selected? Or what if I just try this and it works out? And here's the other part. You trying something that you're afraid of inspires someone else, whether they know you were afraid or not. Maybe you tell them later, but you can inspire someone else to give it a try, to give something a try that they may not have done. But you can't inspire anyone else to try something if all you do is sit back, because they won't be able to see you. They won't see you as an example. They won't see you as making the effort. Nothing will be seen because your attitude stopped you from even trying. So the most important part is reshape your attitude about the attempt to try something. Because the ultimate, we always talk about what if they say no, what if they do this, what if they're like, but what if they say yes? What if they say yes? Then you may start the whole panic mode but on a different aspect of it. But you know what? Panic level to level. But as long as you don't stop trying, because the whole point is, okay, they said yes to this. Now what else can they say yes to? What else can I do? Because sometimes the ultimate part of your attitude is you never know what you can do until you find out that you did it. And that's a really, really good feeling. And I think sometimes we just forget, you just pat yourself on the back for trying. Because sometimes the hardest thing to get over is your own self-critic. I do it all the time. I got my own things that I'm always trying to figure out, what if I do this or what if I try? I mean, just even from a standpoint of being directionally challenged, I may just try a new route. I may get lost. Let's face it, I probably will get lost, but I'm okay. It's not accepting the fact that I'm going to do something bad. I make compensations for it. But it never stops me from trying something. I'll turn left in a quick minute and I'm like, I have no idea where I am. Let's try back the way it was. But I will still try. There are certain things that I'm not good at. But it doesn't stop me from trying. And I have awesome support. I even support myself even when no one else is there. But as long as I try, I win. So as long as you try, you win. So reshape your attitude. Try something different. Encourage yourself to do something that you may not have ever thought about doing before. Because the most important thing to reshaping your attitude is at least start to try. And it could just be simply with one question as opposed to the doubt question as to what about if it works out. Then we can start the panic mode for something else later on. But the most important thing about reshaping your attitude is to try. So this is Angie Watkins, your Extreme Encourager. If you want to try out looking for a new job, you want to try out just talking with, hey there, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate the feedback. If you want to just try and just talk about something that you want to try something different, arwatkins@rashematrix.com. You can hit me up on the Facebook page, hit me up on Messenger, direct message. But most importantly, just think about just for this whole week, because this is Monday, and it's a happy Monday, I will try. That's the first and most important part about just reshaping your attitude. I will try. So until next time, this is Angie Watkins, Extreme Encouraging. I'll see you next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Feel free, if you're catching the replay, send a comment, hashtag I will try. That's the main thing about reshape your attitude. I will try. So I'll talk to you next time.